Hello and welcome. My name is Kennedy with I Can Blank Energy Healing. We have another pick a pile here for you today. So different kind of reading than what I've done before. So we're going to start with an energy check, and then we will be seeing what message does Spirit have for you. What are you focusing on unnecessarily? What should you be focusing on? How can you take better care of yourself? Then what blessings are coming your way? And then we'll end with a channeled message. So yeah, it's the first time I've done channeled messages, but honestly, it came pretty easily, and that was a fun experience to have. So if you haven't done automatic writing before, I would encourage you to check it out. So we will take a moment and focus on our piles. We have the Dali deck. Ooh, we have the Dali deck for pile number 1, the Fountain Tarot for pile number 2, and the Unknown Tarot. So take a moment, connect, and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Dali deck, this is your reading today. A little channeled messages from Spirit and just a bit of guidance for you today. So I did a little bit different today. So I wanted to do an energy check. And so I also drew from the Archetype Oracle. It is the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. And so we'll start here. Now I haven't looked at these yet. Okay, so the Eternal Child. Ooh, and the Shapeshifter. I like it. And then the last one we have is the Hare. And this is from my animal deck, which is Spirit Animal Wisdom. So I want to start, we're going to start with the Hare. Okay. This is a new situation, so I want it to be like, yeah. Do I like the way that looks? No, I want it shifted. Okay. So we have the Hare was what came out for you. And so it says strength. Take time to make clear decisions. Bring awareness and light to the situation. Yeah. And so with the Hare, it talks a lot about, right? Like once you make that decision, you know how to go straight to it. So you can move a little quickly, rapidly. I also get that like twitchy feeling, like a little frantic. So the Hare really talks about, like it said, strength. So even though you can be a little erratic is what's coming to mind. So even though you can be a little twitchy is all I'm getting. Like I'm getting very twitchy feelings. So even if you might feel like you're being pulled in lots of different directions, it's like take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness to light to the situation. So before you make a decision, like check out all the options, all the situations, like make sure that you have all the information you need before you make a decision. Like it takes strength to hold yourself back. It's the whole like tortoise and the hare thing, right? Like just because you can run super fast to get there doesn't mean you're going to win. You may end up taking way more detours than you actually need. And with this Eternal Child and the Shapeshifter. So the Eternal Child, I'm going to grab the book because I don't know these ones as well. But I know that the Eternal Child talks a bit about like nurturing the inner child and the child of joy. So it's like the Eternal Child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. Radiant and fearless, seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles to be bound, much like the Hare, to any aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The Eternal Child wants to nix all rules and responsibility and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine, creativity pour from the earth and sky, We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth. This makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. So that kind of really fits in with the hare, right? It's like the hare doesn't want to sit still. It doesn't want uh, to be doing nothing at all. It like, I just, hand in the cookie jar is like what I'm seeing. It's like you want to be a part, even if it can get you in trouble. It's like you want to be a part of the group, of community, of like the going out. I'm getting FOMO vibes here. So you guys could have like a lot of fear of missing out, have a hard time to like reel yourself in and pull yourself back, even if it puts you um, in harm's way. So like you could be doing more harm than good right now by trying to like go to all the things all the time, never giving time to yourself. And with the shapeshifter, it's the trickster, elusive, and formless. The shapeshifter has a love of theater, games, and trickery. Its energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. The shapeshifter is within us all to some degree. It is the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental, longs to dismiss the rules. See, like I was already kind of getting that, like a hand in the cookie jar of just like, you don't really care if it might, ooh, it's the whole, you'd rather ask forgiveness than permission is the energy that I'm getting here. So we need the energy of the shapeshifter to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. When the shapeshifter card appears, it's important to imagine you are looking at life through a kaleidoscope rather than a single focus lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long term with the shapeshifter requires a center pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. Yeah, so if you're vibing with this deck or with these cards, like it is, you are ready to constantly be in movement, to be going from one place to the next to the next. You don't really like to sit still. You like to have your finger in all the pies. And with the eternal child, it's like a sense of enjoying the spotlight, the limelight. You enjoy having attention. You're not going to shy away from it. And like I said, you would rather ask forgiveness than permission, which like, I get you there. So this is our energy check. If you feel you can relate to this energy, then I would say that you have found the right pile. If not, then I would encourage you to check out one of the other two decks. As always, like just because you picked it doesn't mean you're stuck here. If it doesn't resonate, don't try to force it. With any and all readings, take what you want, leave what you don't. There may be a message here for you, even if this energy doesn't necessarily fit the bill. But if it does, then we will continue on from there. So we're starting off our reading today with what message does Spirit have for you? And so what I'm already kind of getting is maybe slowing down might be the main theme for this group, but we'll see what Spirit has to say. So what message does Spirit have for pile one? Thank you. That's so funny. We're already getting 10 of Wands, which is like, put some shit down. Like you're gonna have to let go of some things. All right. Anything else? Spirit. I'll do one more, please, Spirit. That one. Yeah. All right. So as I said, 10 of Wands immediately came out, which is like hanging on to so much. Ooh, there we go. Let this focus. All right. So you're hanging on to so much and something that's different. Excuse me, focus. Here, there, where? Here. Okay, cool. All right. So the difference in this 10 of Wands is like, it's Jesus holding all of these wands. So it's like, is it really your burden to bear? Are you really going to take on all of these troubles, problems, issues for everyone else? Or is there some things that you can let go of? Do you have, honestly, like, do you have the strength to like let some things go? is what I'm getting. Yeah, the hair with that strength is like, it takes more strength sometimes to pull yourself back rather than just like pushing through unnecessarily. All right, and then we have the Chariot. Yeah, taking the reins, taking control, driving force. I want to go ahead and flip all these. I'm also not one to do reversals for the most part. So if you're like, why are you changing these? That's why. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. I vibe with this. All right. So we have the Ten of Wands, as I said, that's talking about like, what can you put down? What can you let go of? You are hanging on to too much. You are just trying to cling to all of these things that you have picked up along the way. And it's like, at some point, certain experiences, energies, they no longer serve you. So like, can you have the strength and discernment to really decide what it is that you need to continue to carry with you? It could be physical items. Maybe you need to purge, maybe you need to clean out the closet and actually like get rid of some shit. Or maybe it's physical and emotional things. Like, what are you carrying? What experiences are you hanging on to that are just weighing you down for no reason? I'm getting like family relationships. Like, maybe there's some family stuff that like you're just hanging on to. Like, you could have had an experience with a sibling that you've just been like clinging to for forever, that you just need to like drop it, let it go. Does it really serve you? Like, at the end of the day, like, who is it helping and who is it hurting? Because it seems like you're hanging on to something. With the Chariot, that is about like taking the reins, taking control of life. This is also indicative of movement, right? So like, what I'm getting is Spirit's really wanting you, yeah, instead of like 10 things, can you just hold two? Can you just take the reins of your life? Can you like really start to focus on the direction? And again, that discernment is like really coming up. Like, can you really start to make choices and decisions about the direction that you want your life to go, and like truly start to navigate rather than just being pushed around? So like, I'm getting that imagery of like bobbing around in the water. It's like, are you just going to let the current take you? Or are you actually going to start to like paddle yourself in the direction that you want to go, navigating rather than just floating? And then moving in to this Three of Pentacles, which is really talking about like working with others, especially in regards to like finances, plans. And then Pentacles is our longest. It takes the longest, right? These are like physical manifestations and like things that you're grounding in the physical world. So in terms of like time, the Pentacles takes the longest. So like, what are some long-term commitments and agreements and plans that you want to be making with others and for yourself? So threes are always like a sense of community. So like, it seems to be saying, rather than hanging on to a bunch of stuff that doesn't serve, you need to really start taking control of your life and making plans for your future that are going to pay off in the long term. You don't, yeah, I'm just getting like, quit being pushed around, quit just like being a leaf in the wind. It's really just giving me this like floating energy of just like running around unnecessarily and using your energy in a way that doesn't really serve. So just the tortoise and the hare, right? He's just running around and he doesn't even win the race in the end. So it's like, what is all that running around really getting you at the end of the day? And then that Ace of Wands, Spirit wants to know, what are you passionate about? Yeah, this is all more passion, more energy. It's like, instead of putting your energy into hanging on to all the BS of the past, what can you put your energy and passion towards that you actually care about? Like, just one thing. I'm getting one thing. You do this? There's one wand. There is one thing. Spirit's just asking, can you focus on one thing? Just one. What is the first thing that comes to mind that you are truly passionate about, that you really want to put energy towards and you want to feed? Because Spirit's saying, do it. That's the thing. The one thing. Yeah. I love that. Maybe you don't, but I do. Because like, I was getting such erratic energy here, right? It's like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I need to put my energy towards? Like, how can I do all things at once? And you can't. You just need to do one thing. So Spirit's saying like, sit down, get quiet, really listen to what it is that you want to plan, to plant seeds for, to water, to nurture, to grow. That one thing is where you need to put your focus. And once you put your focus into that one thing, you'll really start to see growth, development, and like Spirit's saying, be consistent. You need to be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing, because this erratic energy of trying to like spread yourself so thin and carry so much isn't helping you, it isn't serving you, and it's giving you this like trickster energy. It's like people think that it feels flighty. Yeah. So people may think that you're a bit flighty whenever it comes to like making plans, but it's just like you have passion, right? Like wands are passion, and to have them all, it's like you have so many things that you care about and that you think are important, but like really what is. And it seems that you may have been just spreading yourself too thin. And when you spread yourself thin, things fall through the cracks, which is why people might not have thought you were like a reliable person to go to. But if you really just like drop the baggage, focus and hone, and one thing, Spirit will not back off on just like one thing, my guy, one thing. Please just focus on the one thing. And then you can start to slowly add and to build from there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I want bottom of the deck. Yeah. The moon. So that's like what's kind of being hidden from you. And it seems that like Spirit doesn't want you to know anything else, because you get sidetracked. You get sidetracked, and Spirit's like, no, can you please do the one thing, plan, do the one thing, and more will be revealed. Yeah, because like I don't even want to shuffle for clarification, because Spirit's like, no, that's enough, that's it, that's all they need. That is all they need to focus on. So from here, my next question was, what are you focusing on unnecessarily? Okay, so Spirit, what is pile one focusing on unnecessarily? Yeah. Okay. I'll take that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Spirit's saying that like as much as it just, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm getting. Spirit's saying that like you are focusing way too much on others, on relationships, on things that like aren't really giving you the payback that like you're hoping for. So it's like you're wanting this like Ace of Cups energy, which is all like emotional abundance and just like pouring out and spilling over to others. And like this Four of Wands card is like commitment. It's commitment, it's agreements. It can be the marriage card sometimes. So it seems like you're really wanting to like fill your cup with like a long-term relationship. But some of the things that you're focusing on, I'm getting, I don't know, I'm getting a little hedonistic here. So like, even though you might be wanting this like fill your cup and marriage and like this long-term energy of commitment, it seems like you're being a little hedonistic, and it's leading to heartbreaks. And you're like, what do you mean? I don't get it. Like, why? Why isn't it working out? And it's just like, maybe you are just trying to seek out relationships, long-term relationships, from people who just aren't in long-term, like, do they look, oh, well, I don't know how YouTube feels about, well, it's just her back. Sorry, I'm like wondering about like censorship, if that's like an issue. I don't think it is. Well, we'll find out together. So anyways, but do these three ladies look like they're interested in long term? And that, with that Three of Swords, is just kind of leading to a sense of heartbreak. So like Spirit's just driving it home. It's like you're focusing on, you know, you want this like long-term relationship, but it seems like you might be going into short-term places to find it. So it's like, are you going to find a diamond in a copper mine, is what I'm getting. And it's like, no, that's not where you find diamonds. So, all right. Spirit's just being pretty pretty straight on that one. So we can check the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Knight of Coins. Um, he is the slowest moving of all of the knights, right? We talked about with this Three of Pentacles, it's like Pentacles are the slowest in the deck because it's something that takes like planning and like logical steps. And the Knight of Coins can be picky, right? He can be very picky. He can be stubborn, and he can just take a while to really decide what it is he wants. So I feel like Spirit's saying like, this is the energy we need to have more of. We need to be picky. We need to be a little slow moving. And I just see this giant red flag. So it's like, maybe we need to like notice the red flags when we see them. Instead of trying to avoid them at all costs, because like I didn't want to like acknowledge this red flag. So maybe that's what you're doing in life, is like you're trying not to see the red flags that are just like, I mean, look at that, so clearly on display. And Spirit's just like, can we please notice the red flags when we see them? Can we get a little more choosy, a little more picky, a little more stubborn in what it is that we want and what it is that we're chasing after and what it is that we're trying to like bring into our life? So yeah, Spirit's just really saying like, if you're wanting this like emotional abundance and commitments, then maybe don't be seeking from, and like, look at how red, it's like, quit going to places that so clearly aren't going to be offering you what it is that you want. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. So the last thing is, what should you be focusing on right now? So what is it that pile 1 should be focusing on right now instead, Spirit? Okay. Okay, Spirit, what should pile 1? Oops, sorry, we're rocking you guys here. What should pile 1 be focusing on? I want this card. I don't know if you could see it like peeking out, but like, I want this one. What should pile 1 be focusing on right now? Okay, thank you. What should pile 1 be focusing on right now? One more, please, Spirit. Okay. Oh, 2? Do I take both? Okay. I guess we do. Well, I've been doing 4 anyways. Okay. Okay. Judgment. Yeah. Okay. So this is all about like leveling up, transformation too, right? So we've got the butterfly. Dali just likes butterflies though, man. Is that Jesus again? I think so. Feels like Jesus. Okay. Anyway, so sorry guys, I got real focused on that. So maybe I'll leave it alone. It's like the deck's saying you need Jesus. So with Judgment here, that's talking about leveling up. It does talk about like spiritual ascension too. So it may be saying like we need to focus a little more on like our spiritual mindset, our spiritual body, and like keeping our spiritual body clean. So with that whole like erraticness and trickster energy and like being spread thin, it's like, no, we need to just like do away with the excess, do away. Gluttony is coming up. So there may be things in your life that you've been a little gluttonous about, and it's like, we need to let go of that so that we can elevate, so that we can level up. Judgment is about leveling up. So like, I always think it's like a new timeline, right? Because like, whatever existed before, it's no more. Like, you are moving onwards and upwards. Okay. Yeah. That's so funny. I was like, you need Jesus, and the devil comes out. So, and as I was saying gluttony, right? So like, the devil is about like excess as well. It's about our addictions. It's about things that we're chaining ourselves to, tying ourselves to unnecessarily. And it's like, if you want to have this level up, you really have to take a long, hard look at like, what are you attaching yourself to that you don't need to attach yourself to? What is it that you need to be letting go of, that you need to be shedding, that you need to be purging? And the devil, like, that trickster energy, guys. Are you trying to fool yourself? Right? With all those red flags. You're like, but I can fix him. I'm sorry, I'm talking smack. Okay, so with the devil, it is. It's just like what addictions, what are you like clinging to that's just not good for you. It's not healthy for you. So what can we let go of? What can we shed? Ooh, I keep seeing content around fasting. So it's like notice like your addictions become clear when you try to fast from it. So like maybe there's things you're like, oh well, maybe it's this. Like maybe I'm on my phone too much. Okay, well then like do the screen time thing, or like start putting apps on your phone on like locks and timers and stuff. So if you realize that like, oh, I'm spending 5 hours a day on Instagram, well, maybe cut it in half to 2 hours, maybe shut it down to one. Maybe you actually fast from it and you go offline for a week. See how that treats you. And then it's also like, just because you do it once doesn't mean it's a solve all. So I understand that like with social media, there's certain things that some businesses, you need the exposure, you need to be seen, you need to have a presence. Cool. But maybe just realize how it is that you're spending time on these platforms. Like, are you being productive or are you just wasting away? And then note, like maybe even like journaling around how you feel before you use it, how you feel after. I know that takes a lot of discipline, but I mean, how else do you want to spend your time? That's all about choices. So that's funny, balance. Yeah. So the two of coins, it's like finding balance and just exactly that. How are you spending your time? How are you spending your energy? How are you spending your resources? Because yeah. Wow. I feel like that's really just kind of continuing on the conversation that was already having about like, what can you do to find more balance in your life, to get out of this erratic energy and to have the strength to do so. Yeah, because you want to, yeah, okay, so that eternal child, and it talks about like being famous, having that star power, having that like time in the limelight with the eternal child and the star. The star talks about this too, of like it's your destiny to kind of like step into that. Okay, I don't think I do. I think it's a problem. Just that one though. Well, whatever. Whatever. Okay. So to be able to like step into the limelight, step into your star power, to be able to stand in your power is what I'm getting. It's like standing on your own 2 feet, standing in your power, and like really being able to show the world, I guess. All right. We got big britches here. So show the world what it is that like you're capable of doing. And I'm getting that one thing. So what's that one thing that you're wanting to share with the world? Because you're spreading yourself so thin in our first messages and just kind of like doing too much. And it's like, rather than doing so much, what is the one thing that you can really pour your energy into? Um, so that spirit can be like, all right, bet this is what we're doing. This is where I'm going to guide you. This is how I'm going to help you like in the future. I'm going to check the under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. So sorry. I guess I should tell you about it. So this is the 7 of Swords, and that's that trickster energy again. So like, where are you fooling yourself? Where are you like lying to yourself at in your life about what it is that you need to focus on? Because like, I feel like you might. Oh, you are my journaling group. I need you guys to journal. I need you guys to focus. I need you guys to sit down and really decide like what it is that you want to do. Because I feel like you might be kidding yourself a bit, like thinking that there's something that you should be doing when really, yeah, I don't know. This feels more like FOMO. It's like you've kind of convinced yourself that if you don't go to all these places and do all these things, that like you're going to miss out some big opportunity. But like, honestly, when you really start stepping into that, oh my gosh, I'm going to sound like such a little crunchy spiritual girl, but like when you really step into that energy of receiving, you don't have to go anywhere. The opportunities and what it is, especially when you're doing the work that you actually want to do, opportunities will come straight to you. And I can like attest to that. So you don't have to go anywhere for opportunities to come to you. If you stand in your power and if you really focus on what it is that you want and what you want to share with the world, whatever that gift may be, you're going to be just fine. And you are going to receive whatever it is that you want and you need to be successful in life. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting like a amen moment here. So beautiful. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. So focus on the level up, focus on finding balance, and really focus on what it is that you're wanting to share with the world, what gifts you have to share with the world, and quit trying to kid yourself, fool yourself, trick yourself that you need to be doing so much more. Because Spirit's like, no, it's just this one thing. Like if she could, they, he, she, they, whatever, focus on this one thing. Like, I got you. That's all I'm hearing. Spirit's like, I got you. Please, let's do the one thing. Okay. So, how can you take better care of yourself? I'm going to switch to my Velouria deck. She's cute. She's pink. This is like my love deck. So, self love today. I'm going to move this out of my way. So, it's turned into like my shuffle corner. So, Spirit, how can pile one take better care of themselves? Spirit, how can pile one take better care of themselves? Thank you. How can pile one take better care of themselves? Three? Just three? Yeah. Oh, you're going to hate to hear this, but the Hermit. So it's like you need to spend some time alone, self-reflection. This is my group that's like, we're journaling, we're meditating, we are going on our gratitude walks, we're really looking inside. Spirit's like, you got to stop looking for external validation. You really got to find that light inside yourself and let it shine. Yeah, Two of Cups. So this is about like what? Focus. Yeah. So this is a love card, but as I said, like this is more talking about self-love. So it's like the love that you're hoping to receive from others. Like how can you give that to yourself? Oh my gosh, I know that's so annoying to hear. Like I can hear you like rolling your eyes at me, but like it's so true. And like that's something that I really had to realize in this last like year and a half of just like the love that you want, you have to be able to give to yourself first. Otherwise, when people come into your life, they just see how you treat yourself. And it's like, okay, well, I can treat you how you treat you. So if you treat yourself poorly, if you're constantly frantic and erratic and not taking care of yourself, then like that's what you're used to. So why should I give you any more than that? Yeah. 10 of crystals. Oh, I love that. Okay. And again, that's just like really saying you need to be able to provide yourself with that ideal life, that ideal outcome. So Spirit's really trying to like convey this sense of what you want. You have to learn how to give to yourself. That way someone else can see. Because people they don't know how to treat you. They learn, and you're the one who teaches them. Ooh, my lights just flickered. I don't know if you noticed that. But you teach people how they can treat you. And so with the way you love yourself and the way you provide for yourself, that shows others what your expectations are in life, because you are able to look inside, give yourself the love that you deserve, and provide yourself the level of comfort that you know you deserve. So cool. I like it. Bottom of the deck. Why not? Yeah. 9 of Wands. It's the final push, the final stretch. It's like it can feel hard. It can feel tough. Like it's hard. This isn't easy work. I'm not asking you to tie your shoes. I'm asking you to like build a life of your dreams. That's not easy. That's hard. So just know that like it is hard work. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Like it's going to be hard, difficult work, but it's going to be worth it. Like the star, excuse me. Are you kidding me? You don't think that's going to be worth it? That's, yeah. So speaking of worth it, I wanted to end, well, so we're going to do a fairy blessings card. Me, I love fairies, big fan, huge. Some people don't, me, I do. We're going to pull a fairy card, and this is a blessing from spirit, but like, hey, also a blessing from the fairies. And this is a blessing that is coming your way. Blessing that is coming your way. Spirit, what blessing is coming pile one's way? One card, please. I got to read this, and these are long. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. A blessing of belief. Yeah. Okay. Oh, should have left the book out. 1 second. Finding the book. Okay. What number was that? This is number 35, which, right, that's 35. For my numerology people, that's 8. So we love an 8. Okay, cool. So I'm going to hold this here, let it focus. If you want to take a screenshot, then you can save it for later. 3, 2, 1. Cool. All right, now I'll read it to you. So your belief, the fairy gift of restoring and strengthening your faith in the fairy. Your belief in the fairy may have wavered at times. As the human world invades your own enchanted space, this blessing brings to the belief that will help you through your days, the unshakable conviction that you have allies and friends in other realms. They will be with you, assist you, dance with you, appreciate you. The gift of belief restores to you a lost piece of the soul. For when we lose our belief, a part of ourselves can fade and dim, becoming quietly sorrowful, lessening the brightness of our days. So with this gift is returned to you belief, a sense that you and the fairies are entwined, one with the other, and your soul grows and becomes ripe again with belief. Let there be a sureness in you, a quiet and loving conviction that there are indeed fairies, that you are a part of the world, and the natural world is the holiest place we have been given. Despair shall lift, doubt will vanish, and you will be returned to the faith that will brighten this day and every day to come. Believe, fairy friend, for they believe in you. A gift of faith, of belief, is now yours. Yeah, so fairies are not. Like, believing in yourself seems to be like a big message there. And here. Yeah. Yeah. Cute. Okay. So I'm going to end today with a channeled message. And oh my gatos. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm surprised you made it that long. Okay. So, that's Scylla. She says, hello. Hi, how are you? Believe in yourself. So I wrote down some channeled messages before I started these readings, and I almost laughed when the hair came out because that was just like, it was just like chef's kiss on this channeled message. So for the channeled message for pile 1, I wrote, charge your battery, your physical battery, your mental battery, and your emotional battery. It doesn't do anyone any good when you're operating at 10%. You're not lazy for napping, resting, watching a movie. No one will be upset with you for prioritizing your health and well-being. And if they do, then maybe they aren't healthy for you. The things you'll create from a full cup will amaze you, and you'll wonder why you made yourself suffer for this long. Take a bath, take a nap, take care of you. So Scylla says that is your reading. And thank you. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. If you want to support me and support this channel, like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate it. So have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you're seeing this. Thanks, pile 1. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome. If you chose the Fountain Tarot, And this is your pick a pile reading. If you're curious what we're doing, you can always go back to the intro. But we'll be starting off with an energy check. Mark my page here in my notes. So we're starting off with an energy check today using the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. Yeah, the Wild Unknown Archetype deck and Spirit Animal Wisdom Oracle deck, I believe is what it's called. Spirit Animal Wisdom. Yes. So this will be our energy check. If this doesn't resonate with you, then you can always go back, check the other piles, and see if there's something there for you. As always, take what you want, leave what you don't. You have free will, so like you don't have to sit and watch a whole reading that doesn't serve you. But you know, if you just want to hang out, hear me chat, then like by all means, stick around. All right. Ooh, Lover and Threshold. Spider, Dreamweaver. Okay. I can dig it. All right, I want to move these around. So, with Lover and the Spider, I want to read the Spider energy first. So, tune into the energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? Okay. I like reading the book for these just because I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, Lover energy, you can kind of guess what that's about, but I just want to, this book, I just love it. So like I'm going to share with you here. I will say, I wish this was like alphabetical or something that made it easier. All right, the Lover, the heart, the beloved, the devoted. Pulsing through the heart of the Lover is gratitude. The Lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The Lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by getting there, but by slow merging of self and others. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the Lover is in awe of the world at present, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. Yeah, so it's really more just like loving life. And maybe you're just not really loving life right now, is kind of what I'm getting with this threshold energy, because it's like you're at a crossing point with the threshold. That's exactly what it's talking about, is about to like step into a new energy, a new experience. The book, The Gate, the initiation. We cross thresholds continually. Okay. We cross thresholds continually, consciously, and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. However, you have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step towards the future that calls you. Yeah. So it seems like, bro, we're not doing this. Thank you. Okay. So that's Scylla. She says hello. She loves to be around whenever I'm reading. She likes the vibes. Okay. So with that Lover energy, it's all about like being in the present moment and really just being connected to the here, the now, savoring the sweetness of life. And that threshold is asking that like you be present, you're here and now, because you're about to step into a whole new chapter, a whole new arena, right? And with the Spider, the Dreamweaver, Tune into your energetic grids around you. Where can you send your energy for healing? So like, you guys are you're about to make some big changes. So whether that is in love, career, homes, I'm also getting for some people, like if you're doing any big moves, this pile could be for you. And Spirit seems to really be saying like, one step at a time, focus on the here and now in this present moment, because you can't get too far ahead of yourself. You got to weave one piece of the web at a time, right? Like the spider, if it thought that it was supposed to like finish the whole web in one swoop, like it wouldn't be able to do it, right? But it's just one segment at a time, one piece at a time. And then slowly you'll have a whole intricate, detailed network that you're able to navigate. But Spirit seems to really just be saying one step at a time, one thing. that was a message in pile one. So if that resonates, or if you were like drawn to pile one, that might just be the one message you needed to hear, is one thing at a time, one step at a time. Yeah, that one step, taking one step forward, can make a whole new world, a whole new experience, right? Crossing doorways, patterns, thresholds. Love it. Okay, cool. So if you connect with that energy, then this is the pile for you. And from there, we'll just say, Spirit, what message is it that you have for pile 2? Spirit, what message do you have for pile 2 at this time? I also just got like a pop in my upper thoracic, so like heart chakra area. So I'm also kind of getting that like maybe there's something that you're hanging on to in your heart space that you need to let go of that'll help you with this transition. Okay. Spirit, what message do you have for pile 2? What message do you have for pile 2? Message. Okay, thank you. Ooh, yeah. You are moving. Oh, something flipped up. Yeah. One message. This one. Yes. Wait, I did 4 for the other one. I'll do 1 more. Cool. Okay. We like it. Spirit said yes. No. Spirit's like tower moment, then we journey. So it's like there will be a tower moment. Things have to fall apart so they can fall together. It's that whole, with the threshold, it's talking about you have to let go of the you that you thought you knew in order for this new journey to really like get speed, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. I like it. Okay. So I guess I'm a little presumptuous thinking everyone knows what the tower is about, but the tower is collapsing of old structures, old ideas, maybe old thoughts, patterns, beliefs. Could be limiting beliefs. It could also just be like old relationships, things that need to fall away in order for something new to be built and created. And like the thing I like about this tower, if it'll focus. Sorry, I moved it right when you focused. Yeah, we're so close. Okay, cool. So what I like most about this tower card is that it shows that the whole tower doesn't have to fall. There's still a few layers, a few stories of structure that have the ability to stay. You're not starting from absolute zero, but like you're taking what you learned and you're building on top of that. So yeah, tower moments happen, but it's not necessarily starting from rock bottom, ground zero. Like you have knowledge, you have experience, you have insight, hindsight, and foresight, apparently, as to like where you're going, the direction that you're wanting to take. The King of Wands, although it's like passionate, fiery energy, I'm really getting sorry, I just got a little overwhelmed, I guess, with downloads. So I'm supposed to be mentioning zodiac signs here. Leo, Sagittarius, Who's the other fire sign? Aries. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here. And like, yes, you can have your passion, you can have your fire, you can have that strong willpower, but the King of Wands can also be known to just like work unnecessarily, to work for the sake of working. And Spirit's really wanting me to say that like you don't need to just like be a busybody to be a busybody. I feel like this is bothering some of you that this isn't like even. Okay. So you don't have to like work unnecessarily. You don't just have to like be a busybody and work yourself to death because you think that's what you need to do. But it's like focus on what brings you passion, what brings you energy, and go for it. Yeah. So maybe that's kind of what Spirit is having you do away with, is like whatever wasn't serving you. You have the ability to pour more into what you do care about, what you do love. So the Sun, this is the Leo card. So maybe like Leo is super important to you. Even here we've got this like fire, and over here we've got this fire energy. So fire signs are like really prevalent right now. And with the Sun, that's the happiest card in the deck, right? So like might not be so happy with the Tower moment, but like the movement, the travel, and like actually putting energy and passion into what it is that you want to work towards seems to really be driving you to a happier future. So maybe that's it. Maybe this is like this feels like work. This feels like my career, people. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting, is like you want to be doing something that you love every moment. Like you don't want to be wishing that you were somewhere else. You want to be happy with where you are and what you've chosen. And that seems to be the big like statement from Spirit here, is like you're ready to make that change and to step into an energy of actually pouring yourself into work that serves you, that serves your purpose, your higher life goals, aspirations. I'm getting like you don't have to be a paper pusher if you don't want to be. Like if there's something that you're actually wanting to creativity. Whoa, that was like I felt like I needed to yell that. Like whatever you want to be creative, whatever creative endeavors you have, Spirit is saying go for it. Spirit is like, yes, that is the thing we need more of. We need more creatives. We need more people working from a heart-led space, with passion, with love, with this like intensity that can only come from doing something you love. I'd love to, if this is your pile, like drop it in the comments. I'd love to know what it is that you're passionate about, that your creativity is encouraging you to work towards. Yeah. So let's check the bottom of the deck. Yeah. What? The Strength card? Okay, I'm even going to pull it out because like this Leo energy is just like, hello. Because like that lion right there. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, like have the strength. It's scary. Like, oh my gosh, it is so scary to step. I'm gonna put these by each other. This freaking fire energy is just like wild. Okay. So it is, it's scary to like take that first step, to take that step into the unknown. You never know until you know? So you have to be brave enough and have the strength and the courage to like step out into these ventures and to step out into a creative heart-led space. It's not easy, and people will think you're crazy at first, especially if it's not something you've done before, but Spirit's really giving you the green light. Spirit saying like, if you want to do it, go for it. It's this new journey. Yeah. Yeah. So what are you focusing on unnecessarily? Spirit, what is pile 2 focusing on unnecessarily? Kind of like Pan, who just likes to bark at everything that passes by the window. Spirit, what is it that pile 2 is focusing on unnecessarily? Oh, it was the Death card that fell. So it seems like you are focusing a bit too much on what it is you're having to let go. And I get it. That's hard. What is pile 2 focusing on unnecessarily? What is that one? You are just like, okay. Yeah. All right. So we've got the death card. Okay. Let's do one more, please, Spirit. What are they focusing on? Not necessarily one more, please, Spirit. Okay. Well, that's okay. Understood. All right. Okay. So, well, I get you. I get you. Okay. So we have the death card, Tower and death. Yeah, you're just like focusing on the sheer like destruction of it all. And it's like, man, to step into this new power, to be initiated into this like new energy opportunity, this whole new uh, timeline. Man, I'm really heavy on these timelines today. Okay. But to step into this new timeline, like, yes, you're going to have to let go of some stuff. You can't take everything with you. You also can't take anything with you when you die. So, like, what is it that you want to experience while you're here on this earthly plane? And like with the high priestess, it's usually like intuition, but with this, I'm kind of getting the shadow aspects, especially being led, preceded by the death card. It's like one of those things you hear is intuition whispers, anxiety screams, and so it seems like you might be a bit anxious about this transition, this new energy, and like really focusing on like, okay, well, what am I going to lose? What am I going to get out of this? Like trying to figure out that give and take, push and pull energy of just like, it feels wishy-washy. It feels like you're like, yeah, but this, but what if that? But like, if I go into this new creative endeavor, how am I going to make money? How am I going to do these things? How am I going to make it all make sense? And again, like that's just being reiterated with the King of Coins. Like he's so focused on the bag, right? So spirit, I like I only hesitate to give you this message because like I'm not telling you to just like flip the table and quit your job, but spirit's basically just like when you take that step and you do so with faith, spirit, God is there to support you and to guide you. um, I've experienced that myself like time and time again, where it's like I speak about faith and like having faith and like walking from like a faith led existence, but like it's hard. It's so hard because you have these moments where you feel like I'm not going to be supported, but when you have faith and when you take that step, like God's always there. He's always there to grab you, to guide you, and to lead the way. If you don't like a masculine God, then like go for feminine. That's fine, but that's just the one I use and I choose. But yeah, I'm really getting this energy of like quit focusing on what you're going to have to let go, quit just like letting anxiety take over, quit thinking about what it is that you'll get out of this, what is it that you're going to have to like give and get, and the exchange rate is like what I'm just getting like numbers. I'm just getting numbers and numbers and crunching numbers and trying to figure out how it's going to make sense. And so sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense how it's going to work out. But and with that King of Coins energy, like it's hard not to crunch the numbers and try to figure it out, and to especially like, I don't know, I'm going to add this final piece, but like if you are younger, like you have your whole life ahead of you, so like why not make some mistakes? Why not learn from your mistakes, because it's only going to help you to build a foundation to get to that abundance, right? Like unless you win the lottery, like abundance doesn't happen overnight, right? It's something that you have to grow. The coin energy is the slowest moving energy in the deck. So like to think that one day of work to get the bag is going to happen, like it's going to take a little bit more than that. Like, do you have to work tirelessly and unnecessarily to get the bag? No. But like it's going to take more than one brainstorm session. Like it's going to take discipline and repeated effort. But discipline and repeated effort over a period of time is that's the sauce, man. Like that's the sauce to get you where you want to be and where you want to go in life. So Yeah. Okay. So spirit, if that's what they're focusing on unnecessarily, where is it that you would like them to focus? What should pile number 2 be focusing on? What should pile number 2 be focusing on? What should pile number 2 be focusing on? That strength card is, I want that. Thank you. This one just like once. Okay, last one. Oh, we're gonna grab this one first because it popped out of the deck. Okay, this is the fountain. It is unique to this specific tarot deck, and the energy of it is just be here now. So spirit is being a little bossy and saying, don't freaking worry about it. The spirit is saying, I got you, be present, be here now, be focused on now. Oh, that's so cute because that kind of goes back to this lover energy of be in the present moment. You have to be in the present moment to really savor the sweetness of life. If you start focusing too far in the future, too far in the past, like what is it? Depression is focusing on your past. Anxiety is focusing on your future. So if you have a hard time with either one of those, like just take that into consideration when you were focusing on the past. When you're depressed, you can be focusing on the past too much. When you are anxious, you can just be focusing way too much on the future. So spirit is just saying, be here now, be in this present moment and take actionable steps that make sense right now. What makes sense to do right now? You're painting? Great. Go grab your oils. You're writing poetry? Great. Go get your pen. Like whatever it is that you can do right now with what you have. I know that as creatives, sometimes you're like, well, I don't have the best, I don't know, 3D printer is like what came to mind. I don't have the best 3D printer. Well, I don't have the best whatever. Well, what do you have access to? What do you have right now? I know that's something that I can get hung up on is like, well, I don't have XYZ to make it happen. Like for the longest time, I was like, well, I don't have a mic. I've got this microphone over here, not even using it. Like, you can get the best thing or whatever it is that you think you need. But a lot of times, like, you don't need the fanciest, you don't need the nicest, you don't need, to spend bukus of money. Sometimes you just need a little $10 mic off Amazon that clips to your shirt and you can get going that way. Yeah. All right. I guess if there's some podcasters. Okay, so I think it's so funny when I'm like, ooh, ah. So with the moon, that's about illusions, hidden messages, hidden truth. So it seems like Spirit's just saying, yeah, Spirit's really just like now, the present moment, be focused on now. That's where your energy, your focus, and attention needs to be. Now, here, present. It seems Spirit's wanting to keep some other things hidden from you, especially in regards to the future, because like the moon's covering up the high priestess, which is right, really intuitive, can see, has foresight. But Spirit like doesn't want you to get too far ahead. There's no reason to get too far ahead of yourself. You need to be in this present moment because you still have a single step that you need to take to really initiate this process. Ah, okay. 4 of Swords, that's rest, that's meditation, that's self-reflection, and again, that's present moment. Yeah, you guys are Spirit's reading you reading you left, right, and center. So, Ace of Cups, that's emotional abundance. So it's like Spirit really just wants you to focus on the present moment, taking rest and nurturing yourself. This is like the ultimate self-love, emotional fulfillment, emotional abundance, and it's like pouring into yourself. Spirit wants you to pour into yourself so that you are able to also let's like check out this water. So like the fountain, even though whatever, it doesn't look like water, but it's a fountain. So, and then the water that's here with the moon, and then the water that's flowing from the Ace of Cups. So now we're really having some heavy water energy. So being pulled back to the zodiacs here. So water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So Aquarius is the cupbearer, right? But it's an air sign. So like, who picked that? But those signs might be LOL, Four of Swords, air. So those might be, that's so funny. Okay, so someone might be an Aquarius. That's like really being presented here is like, tend to your emotional body, tend to your emotional state, and really try to get grounded, centered, present moment. Yeah, yeah. So you guys might be a little anxious. You could be my worry warts, but Spirit just wants you to rest, to reflect, to meditate, and to really consider now, the present moment, actionable steps that you can take now while still giving yourself the opportunity to rest when need be. Yeah. Don't run yourself ragged, is what I'm hearing. So, bottom of the deck, being encouraged to look at the bottom of the deck, which is 5 of coins. Yeah. So it's like, take care of yourself, because I'm getting take care of yourself so that you don't have to rely on others to do that. Because if you start getting too hung up in your emotions or start worrying about what's coming from where, when, who, what, why, it's like, be in the present moment. Don't get too riled up, and then you won't have to. Yeah. I'm like even flipping it over because I'm like, you don't need to worry about that. So moving on is, how can you take better care of yourself? We're going to use the Velouria Tarot to get those messages. This is my love deck, also self-love. So Spirit, how can pile 2, in what ways can pile 2 take better care of themselves? How can pile 2, okay. How can pile 2 take better care of themselves? Oh, that's a lot, but I will take that one that showed. Yeah. Cool. I'm getting these to go here. Yeah. Yeah. So 9s, in general, it's like so close to the end, right? 9 and then 10. So she's got all these cups. She's like, I'm good. I got me. I'm taking care of me. I am emotionally fulfilled. Like, she has so much to give and so much to offer, but like, she's also taking care of herself. So that's kind of the energy there, is just like emotional abundance, and just like confident and content in her own power, in her own authority, and just like, yeah, it's just like that it's presence, just present and aware with what they have and what they can give. And so 2 of Wands, right? I love this because it's like 2 choices and just like so much thought, and ideas, and like manifesting of just like creation, passion and creation of like what can come from these ideas. But then also with the 2 of crystals, 2 of coins, that's balance. So we want to really strive for balance in everything and all that we do. And with the 2s coming in, that's also just like, I'm getting, Spirit really just wants you to like work on balance, work on focusing. Also, I think it's really cool that like her eyes are closed, she's not even looking at you. So it's like, they're so unconcerned with what's going on around them. Like, they do not give a single F. Like, they do not care at all what is going on around them. They are concerned with what it is that they're doing and what it is that they have. Like, they're not looking for external validation. They are so content and complete within themselves that, yeah. So like that's the message that spirit really wants to convey to you, is like quit looking for the outside source of validation. Ooh, my lights just flickered. I don't know if you, okay, cool. Anyways, don't know if you noticed that, but my lights just flickered. Um, what's the time? 30:30 on the time. So I don't know, maybe you're 30, maybe um, that's significant to you. Well, 33 also, master number. So yeah, spirit's just like focus on you, go inward, self-reflection, meditation, balance, planning, um, and using what you have. Knowing what you have and knowing how to utilize it is something else. But this is like, how can you take better care of you? Focus on you. Go inward, 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 inward. I want to look. Ten of Wands. Yeah, what can you let go of? Girl, her eyes are closed too. Spirit is like, close your eyes. Spirit says, close your eyes and go inward. Focus inside, deep meditation, and it seems like there's going to be a message, some clarity, some insight for you there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. From here, we will, yeah, we're going to be checking. This is my fairy blessings oracle. So like maybe you like fairies, maybe you don't. Me, I do, clearly. That's why I have the deck. So we're going to get a blessing from the fairies for you, just one. And then we'll end with a channeled message. So, all right, Spirit, what blessing is coming to pile 2? Spirit, what blessing? What bless? Ooh, we got 2. Big blessings, big blessings. Okay, so the first one we have is a blessing of, I don't know, is this going to focus? Maybe if I don't show 2 of them, it'll focus. Please. Maybe. There we go. A blessing of rapture. And then we have a blessing of the mothers. Cool. Okay, so take a moment to read that. And that is number 4. 4 and 26, together 30. So I don't know, that 30 is popping up again. So I really do think that might be significant to you. 30, flirty, and thriving. Okay, so if you want to take a moment and screenshot that, a blessing of rapture, feel free to screenshot it for later. I'll give you for 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to read it now. So the gift of the fairy gift of the sweetest, most intense joy and gratitude. The gift of rapture is yours. It is the gift from the Fae of a moment that makes you draw your breath in and pause. Kind of like the Lover's card. Okay. Wondering at the beauty and the ecstasy of existence. This moment of pure, unadulterated wonder will open wide your heart and bring a deep joy to your world. It will fill you with the certainty to be alive is to be blessed, that to feel this deeply is a gift, that to be able to share the wonder of existence and natural raptures is an inspiration to all who encounter you. It is as if your eyes can now see more clearly, your heart has opened a little wider, your whole being is leaning into the experience of life and is committed to the wonder in everything. You feel you're more connected, more joyful, more patient, and yet more active than before. You feel a part of a great story, and you know now how glorious life can be. This energy will flow into you, through you, and into the world, becoming a part of your contribution to the planet. And the fairies are glad that you have finally touched the ecstasy of life and know the beauty of life. Even when this moment passes, you will be left with the knowledge of the wonder, and so life will be ever changed in magical ways. I mean, tell me that doesn't circle back. Okay. And then moving to the blessing of the mothers. If you want to screenshot this, you'll have 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay. The fairy gift of time, of unexpected gifts and wonderful synchronicities. When this blessing comes to you, oh man, I just realized it was 2 pages. So I'm sorry if you want to take that picture again. My bad. And we'll start again. Okay. When this blessing comes to you, friend, you receive the blessing of the mothers, the ancient fairy beings of the land known today as Wales. With this blessing comes recognition for your own kindness and generosity. And so now you will find yourself blessed with unexpected gift. The old tales tell us that the mothers will reward those who are kind and caring, especially those who care for the land and for the animals. And so to you, they are sending a boon, a gift of treasure found in a hidden place, a warm cloak on a cold day offered by a stranger, money readily coming to you in a strange and lovely way, an ease of suffering in an area that you thought held no hope. The blessings of the mothers are unpredictable, as they will see your own life, and what they will bring to you is what your soul needs to feel, what your soul most needs to feel solace and blessings. If you have felt like there has been a run of bad luck, this will now lift and transform into an effortless flow of all that is good. I think my mic died. That's a bummer. Okay. All that is good. Every small, speaking of bad luck, every small kindness you have offered others will now flow back to you, and in mysterious ways. You will see how what was once done out of simple goodness is now returning to you threefold. For the fairies see you, know you, and acknowledge your heart, and the mothers are now with you to bring you Bendith Imamu, the gifts of the mothers. So when they appear, give thanks and know that nothing goes unforgotten and unseen in the realm of the enchanted ones. Blessings, and may the gifts of the mothers bring you comfort and goodness, friend. I'm going to check and see. Yeah, I think this turned off. No, this mic's on. There's the... Okay, I'm just going to hope this is on because it says... All right, I'm just going to... We're in the home stretch, guys. Not much I could do about it if it did mess up. Okay. Maybe that's the good luck. It's fine. the last message I have for you, I wrote down channeled messages at the beginning, and so yeah, we'll just read the channeled message that I wrote down. So for pile number 2, I wrote, simmer down there, Sally. What's got you so assed up? Do you even know? I have a homework assignment for you. Go find a crappy old glass plate and a Sharpie. Write down all the things you need to get rid of, or you need to get off your chest. The guy who cut you off in traffic, the person who criticized you, who spoke down to you, something that broke your heart or pissed you off. Maybe you're still mad at a sibling that got the cherry sucker you wanted. Whatever it is, write it on the plate and get it all out there. Whatever's holding you back, making you feel small, write it out. You got it all out? Good. Now go put that plate in a bag and walk into the street. Smash it. Take a deep breath in and out. Ah, isn't that better? So I hope you all enjoyed this reading, whenever it finds you, day or night. If you want to support me, you can like, subscribe, comment. That is the easiest way to help my channel grow. But yeah, I would love to hear what you thought of this reading. Drop it in the comments. And I look forward to doing this again soon. Bye, pile 2. Hello and welcome, pile 3. Thank you for joining me for this reading. If you chose the Unknown Tarot, this will be your reading for today. So, if you didn't catch the intro and you're curious what we're doing, I would go back to the intro, give it a listen, because we're doing a couple different things, and you'll be able to get a little more information there. But anyways, otherwise, we will start with an energy check. So we'll be doing some oracle cards from the Wild Unknown Archetypes and the wisdom, spirit animal wisdom cards as well. So let's go ahead and get started then, shall we? Move this out of the way. We'll get back to it, but we're going to be starting with the stone and the ring. I'll be reading the description from the book on those. And the dog. Divine service. How can you serve yourself better? Right? Man's best friend. So we got to learn how to be our own best friend, I suppose. So, starting with the stone. There's the ring. ¿Dónde está stone? So, the eternal, the anchor, the rock. Pan is also my best friend. So, we let it slide when he gets chatty. All right, the stone. The eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground, connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. When light, steadfast, loyal, committed, present, like a dog, and when dark, weighted down, holding back, cold. All right, and then the ring. The infinite, the wheel, the connection. The ring is an image of connectedness. Rather than viewing life as linear, as a series of progressive achievements, the ring challenges us to sense the cyclical, infinite nature of our world and experiences. Beginnings and endings fall by the wayside as we practice seeing ourselves as part of the cosmic circularity of creation. For this reason, it's no surprise a ring is worn on the finger to represent eternal love that surpasses space and time and worldly things. So much can be projected onto this archetypal image because it mimics the Earth's orbit around our great sun and the intimate bond between two lovers. It is the micro and the macro united. This card calls us to deepen connection with self, other, and the world at large. Meanwhile, there may be a literal ring waiting to adorn your finger. Connectedness, humility, sacred cycles. Okay. Cool. So something else that I'm feeling the need to point out is like dogs are like unconditionally loving creatures. So if that energy resonates with you, yeah, I'm getting a lot of love here. So cycles, cyclical things, unwavering, steadfast. That's the energy like of this group, of this pile, of this collective. So it seems I'm also getting some like heaviness here, especially just like with the weight. I'm guessing that the stone presents, and then even the stone itself talked about like lifetimes, right? So I feel like I need to pull that up again. The stone talking about a single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains ancient and eternal presence. So I'm getting like some past life. Yeah, I'm getting like past life energy and like ancestral energy. So I don't know if there's like a piece of jewelry or something that's kind of like passed through generations that seems significant to someone, to just kind of mention that there might be like maybe specifically a ring, but like some kind of stone or something that has a stone in it. Could be a ring, could be a necklace, that's like passed through generations. It's past hands. That seems like something I have to mention at this time. Pan, please. We've got serious business to attend to. So we're going to start by what message does Spirit have for you? And we'll be using the This is my third reading, and I think I just realized that this deck is by the same, it's by Kim Kranz, and Kim Kranz made the Archetype deck too that we're using. So shout out to Kim. Didn't know that I was using two of your decks today, but I guess I am. So this is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. And then this is the Wild Unknown Archetypes. I feel silly for like saying the name of that 3 times, but I didn't use this deck in the other 2 readings, so I'll give myself some slack there. Yeah, okay, so there's this sense of like, forgive yourself for anything you didn't know before. So like maybe you're just now doing some like, whoa, so maybe you're just now doing some like generational research. Like maybe you're doing family tree stuff. Maybe you're kind of like digging into the past, into the, the family tree is what I'm getting. So maybe you're doing some research and you're kind of feeling bad for things that happened to your ancestors in the past, but like you weren't there, you didn't know. Like it's nice for you to be compassionate and empathetic, but like you don't have to just like throw yourself to the abyss of the emotions that it brings. You can observe and not absorb. Anyway, Spirit, what message do you have? What message do you have for pile 3? What message? Okay. Help me, is that one more, please, Spirit? Oh, I'll take the bottom one. Yeah. Okay, let us see. Starting off with, okay. 7 of Cups. This is giving me dream energy. So like, yes, choices, but like I'm really getting heavy dream energy from that today. And then moving into Judgment. So level up. Yeah, Devil. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm getting heavy dream energy from this 7 of Cups today. And so it's, yeah, okay. I got you. All right. So what Spirit's really trying to say is that like you have this dream to like level up and to elevate in your life, and it seems like it might have something to do more so with something outside of career. So like the Devil is connected to Capricorn energy, and this 8 of Coins is all about like hard work. So this is like heavy Capricorn energy over here, very hardworking, very dedicated, very diligent, but almost to the extent of like addicted to the dedication, addicted to the work, addicted to the drive, addicted to like prioritizing finances, work, and everything above all else. And so with the 7 of Cups and Judgment, it seems like you're really being called to like start dreaming for something a little bit more spiritually fulfilling, something that kind of nurtures like divine calling is what I'm getting. So like you're such a hard worker and you're so diligent, and like it seems like these are my people who like, you have a savings account, you have a 401k, you are like planning, you like are you could also be into like crypto, or like you are very just like about the bag is what I'm getting. I'm very focused and dedicated to creating that like physical abundance. But it seems like you might be called more so, or you may be being called to consider more spiritual aspects of yourself. Maybe you never really considered yourself that spiritual, but like I'm just like getting this feels so split. So like the other piles didn't really have this like sense of like divisive, like divided energy, but like you seem very like pulled into 2 directions. Yeah, I wanted to check the bottom of the deck. 8 of Cups. Okay, yeah. There's something that you are walking away from at this time. So I think that's more of what it is like you're walking away from something. Oh, I want to split the deck. You guys are wild. I haven't been doing this. Yeah, okay. So like it seems like you're kind of fighting yourself about what it is that you need to do going forward. So like it seems clear that you know you need to walk away from something, but you seem to kind of be fighting yourself. And I think that it's this whole Capricorn energy of like you have this physical world that you are just like in lockstep with, that you understand it, you get it, you know how to manipulate it, you know how to make the system work for you, is what I'm getting. But I think you're just ultimately being called to really like dip into your dreams and level up in this direction. So it seems like spirit is really just kind of acknowledging that and saying like, yes, we understand that like you have these dreams and like you have the opportunity to elevate should you decide to actually start putting passionate energy into that hard work. So like, yeah, yeah, you have choices, you have options as to what it is that you want to do. Maybe that's something that you're feeling a little overwhelmed with, is like you have all of these options, all of these, I don't know if you can see all these other little birds, but you have all these other choices, options, things that you can like fly towards, go towards, move towards. But it's like you're getting really hung up on the bag. And I think you're also just like acknowledging that like you have to work hard in life. It doesn't matter. Like a part of life is work in a sense, you know, unless you find another way to live life. But like you have to be able to like make money to earn a living. But it seems like you get so hung up on having to make money that you don't really care what it is that you do. And maybe there's something that you're currently in that doesn't necessarily like serve the world at large. It could be causing more harm than good, is what I'm getting. Hold on, please. Okay, sorry. My dog, Pan, who, and he's this, like in Greek mythology, Pan is a satyr. And so, like, he's also a hedonistic god, what have you. And he can, in another deck I have, Pan is the devil. So I just think that's kind of funny. There's that. So, anyways, it seems like these things are kind of like digging at you, barking at you, yelling at you in a way of like you're just feeling a little overwhelmed with what it is that you've attached yourself to. And I think you feel just like caught in the web of it all. But Spirit is really saying that, like, the things that you dream of, which may be to release yourself from this, like, work energy, is possible. You have the ability to set yourself free, is what I'm getting. So like you're not stuck, you're not trapped, you're not locked into that 9 to 5 cyclical day in, day out. Like you're not stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like there's a way out is what I'm hearing. Like there's always a way out. You have choices, you have options. Yeah. So like you're not um although you may have like created a, oh, what a tangled web we weave, you may have kind of like stuck yourself in a position that you feel, sticky trap stuck, but you have choices, you have options, there's always a way out. Yeah. So that's the message that Spirit has right off the bat. So yes, returning to that bottom of the deck energy, there's something you need to walk away from. There's an energy of conflict that you need to remove yourself from. So that's kind of Spirit's most immediate piece of advice for you at this time. From there, what are you focusing on unnecessarily? So, Spirit, what is it that pile 3 is focusing on unnecessarily? Pile 3, Spirit, what are they focusing on unnecessarily? Take that. Anything else? How many is that? 1, 2, 3. One more, please, Spirit. I want that top card. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. I want to move these up I know I've got one more row coming. Sorry if this is annoying, but here we go. Okay. I kind of want, I'm being so ridiculous right now. Okay. So with that Father of Wands, yeah. Okay. So the Father of Wands, that's King of Wands. King of Wands is known to distract himself with work. Sometimes he works just for something to do. So I'm really getting this energy of like, you are, you work too hard, my guy. And it's like, are you working on what it is? Like, does your work even bring you passion? Does it bring you fulfillment? Does it bring you joy? Does this bring you joy? If not, get rid of it. Like, life's too short to just suffer through the whole thing. Like, yes, suffering is a part of life, but like, you get to choose the way you suffer. So, with that King of Wands energy, it's like, be find passion, find charisma, find, that sense of joy with whatever it is that you're working on, work like that you choose to do for work, but like, you don't have to just work to work. You don't have to. I'm getting that image of a mouse on a wheel. It's like, you don't just have to keep spinning. Like, just because it's there doesn't mean you have to do it. You have the choice. And the Seven of Wands it's trickery, it's deception. There's like, it seems like you're deceiving yourself in a way, is what I'm getting. Like, you're deceiving yourself and thinking that like what you're doing for work is the only choice, it's the only option. Even here, it's like he's not actually looking, he doesn't want to see, but there's like one eye that's like got their eye on something. Here too, it's one eye. It's like you're not using your complete vision. Like, you're not using all your tools, is what I'm getting. Like, you're not using all your tools. With the moon, that's like illusion, hidden. So it's like it does. It feels like you're hiding the truth from yourself. Like, you are unnecessarily keeping your focus so narrow and so like tunnel vision is what I'm getting. It's like you just have tunnel vision on like the only thing that matters is the bag. The only thing that matters is the bag. Like, that's all I'm getting is like the only thing that matters is money. And like, it's not. Like, it's nice. Everything's energy, right? So like, you get to choose where you put your energy and how you receive your energy. And like, I'm getting like money blocks is what's coming through. So like, if you like subliminals, if you like affirmations, if you want to do, some energetic healing, it seems like that's like a big focus for you, is like money blocks. Although like, you're so focused on the bag and like you're able to achieve the bag, it seems like you still have this like scarcity, lack mentality mindset that's accompanying it. So we finally have this rainbow. It is needed on this table right now because there's so much just some heavy energy here. Like I said at the very beginning, like, it feels heavy. It feels weighted. Like, if I was going to give any of these piles a hug, like, do you need a hug? Can I give you a hug? Here's an energetic hug. Like, damn. So with the Two of Wands, it's like, you can make a new plan. You can make a new plan and you can create joy, happiness, abundance from that. Like, Capricorn, skilled, hardworking. Spiders, hardworking AF. Do you see that web they're able to create? Judgment, like, that's leveling up. King of Wands, that's powerful energy. Even, honestly, even the Seven of Swords, in some instances, it can be like taking a risk or like bravery when in reverse. Not that I read it, but like light and dark side. So you have the ability to, it seems like you have all the tools. You just got to rework it. Like, your tool belt is stacked to the max, but like, you have to decide to make a new plan, to set a new goal, and to find a new path. Yeah, because where you're putting your focus is just a little skewed right now. So like, you are unnecessarily like overworking, trying to deceive yourself, keeping, the truth of the matter hidden. And yeah, with that Two of Wands, it's like, I feel like Spirit just went ahead and threw this out for me more than anything, because they were like, she needs some rainbow energy here. um, just something positive to speak on, because like you are, yeah, you're deceiving and you're hiding, from yourself. And then with the moon also hiding the devil, it seems, and hiding his little feet on fire. So like, I also just heard like, liar, liar, pants on fire. So like, where are you lying to yourself? Or is it in thinking that you're less than, thinking that you don't have enough? Yeah, it is. It's thinking you don't have enough. But like, you have choices. And I'm like, you have choices here. So you're not, yeah, Spirit is just one, you are not stuck. You are not trapped. You are not um, I'm hearing like, you're not going to fall flat on your ass. Like, you have a new path, new direction. You have the ability to choose what it is and where it is that you want to go. I want to check the time. What time is it? 9:09 on the time. So like nines, you're nearing an end of a cycle, finding it's like home stretch. It's final lap is what I'm getting. So yeah, bottom of the deck, Spirit, on that Hierophant. Yeah, okay. So things you're focusing on unnecessarily is like, maybe you are focusing on a higher level commitment that doesn't serve you. So maybe there's like, I don't know, I'm getting promotion. So like, maybe there's a promotion, but like, do you want to get promoted in a place that you don't feel fulfilled? Like, if it's a job you hate, do you want to get promoted in that job and just be like, ugh, I don't even like this job, but here I am accepting this promotion? Like, how does that help you? How does that benefit you? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's move on to, what should you be focusing on? So what, as I shuffled this too, it's just like, me. You should be focusing on me, this new path. So, pile 3, Spirit, what should pile 3 be focusing on at this time? What should pile 3 be focusing on at this time? You want that. Okay. 3 more. What should pile 3 be focusing on at this time? That's so funny. Pile. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, cute. All right. We're getting rest. You should be resting because you work too hard, and working on things you don't even like is what I'm getting. And then with the Two of Cups, it's love. That's relationships. In some decks, reading books, what have you, it's like a soulmate card. So like, if you already have a relationship, maybe you're already in a committed relationship, maybe you are like starting, to find a partner or seek a partner, maybe you're starting to date, whatever. It seems like Spirit's like, yeah, like, put a little more energy, put a little more effort into that, because it'll get you out of the office. It'll get you out of that headspace of working like a dog. That's that's what I'm getting here. And so yeah, and it seems like Spirit wants you to like fight, communicate your needs, communicate when you need rest, communicate when you need time for your relationships. Maybe that's something else, is like, maybe you never take a vacation day, maybe you never take a day off, maybe you're always like, always going in, always working hard, always showing up. And it's like, where can you show up in other aspects of your life? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it seems like we need to do some emotional healing with this Three of Swords. So honestly, maybe that's why you've been working so much. Is like, you might be distracting yourself from the emotional healing that you need to do. And I get it. Like, it is. It's so easy to throw yourself into work whenever you have shit going on in your life, when you have things that are tough and you have things that are hard, like it's easy to just throw yourself into a project, throw yourself into work and just like put your head down and barrel through. But like one day you'll look up and you'll be like, damn, I didn't do the things I was passionate about. I didn't like give effort and energy into these things that I wanted to. So like I'm being called back to the stone and the ring and what I had mentioned at the beginning of like ancestral gifts. So like it really seems like this is a pile that has like ancestral gifts, that there were things that like a great grandparent did that you also inherited, and that could be anything from a creative endeavor to a spiritual gift. I don't know, I'm getting woodworking. Like I don't know what it is, but like there's something that is a gift that's in your it's in your blood is what I'm seeing. So like whatever this emotional wound is, you know, maybe that's something that you can help to release by like utilizing those gifts and those talents, and it might be able to bring it up to the surface and give you the opportunity to transmute that energy into something positive. Because like, yeah, it can be hard. It's not easy. Healing's not easy. People act like healing is this like easy thing where you just like go do some yoga classes and sit in a sauna for a day and you're like, oh, I'm better, beautiful. And it's like, no, like it's deep work, it's hard work. Like, do you see how wrapped up these sores are in the thread? Like it's hard work to unwind that, to release that, to cut through all of those ties. So yeah, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take a lot of rest, a lot of love, and you're going to have to fight to make that happen. So Spirit's really just trying to say that with all the swords that are present too, like communication seems key. Like it's something that you might need to talk about. Maybe it's something that you need to like go to someone to speak with about. Yeah, I mean, if you're not much for chatting, like I do offer spinal energetics. It is a thing. I am here for you for that service. But I'm getting that you need to talk about it because of all these swords and communication. And like, you know, even if it's just a friend and you share a drink with them or maybe a tea and you guys go like get a cup of coffee and like talk it out. But it seems like there's something that you need to vocalize and express. Yeah. But Spirit wants you to rest. They want you to like return to your relationships, platonic, romantic, and really just kind of like rekindle some of those and like know that you need to fight for your time to rest, to express, to share with others, and to like really focus on healing any emotional wounds that are currently present at this time. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Sorry, I really want to check bottom of the deck here. The Tower. Yeah. So it's like Spirit's just saying get ready. Because this work that you're having to do is essentially a tower moment. Like it's going to, I like this one because it's a tree. It's going to feel like a lightning strike and like you might feel like things are burning away. But at the end of the day, like there's still growth. There's still a tree. There's still the ability to move onwards and upwards in life. Like the tower doesn't have to bring you all the way down to your knees. It's just something that says, hey, this doesn't work anymore. Ha! This doesn't work anymore. So maybe you need a hiatus. Maybe you need to take a vacation. I'm really getting like you need to take time for yourself. You need to take time to rest and to kind of pump the brakes on this job that doesn't really seem like, I don't even think you like it, man. Maybe you do. I can be wrong. I am human. I can be wrong, but I don't think you would, I don't think you'd still be listening if it didn't resonate in some way. So we'll just keep trucking along. All right. So moving into how can you take better care of yourself? Yeah. How can you take better care of yourself? This is my Velouria tarot. It's a little love deck. She's cute. She's pink. And as I said, it's a love deck. So like right now we're focusing on self-love, self-care. So what can pile 3 do to take better care of themselves? The 3 for the other piles. 1, 2, 3. Cool. This one came out first, and so it is the 8 of Wands, and that's like communication, a message, and something that's coming in fast. So let me get the other ones out here before I start breaking them down. All right, Ace of Crystals, Ace of Coins, Page of Swords. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm getting that there with the Ace of Coins, crystals, what have you, it is really talking about like planting a new seed. So like planting a new seed, cultivating a new seed. And it's around like finances, it's around physical manifestation. So it seems like you need to make plans to like plant a new seed, a new direction, and like do so at a quick pace, and like really just like get that message out there that like you're working on something new. And with the Page of Swords, that it's studying intelligence, learning a new skill. So yeah, it's a new skill, a new trade, a new. I want this. This deck is girl. Oh, beautiful! Thank you so much for just. All right. I don't know. Maybe you just need a reset. So I was gonna grab the Velouria's Tarot and the Page of Swords. I just wanted to see what it says because this is it's a cute little book, and it's like short, sweet, and to the point. So, and sometimes these have like something that I feel like I'm missing. So, curiosity, new grounds. Bright young students bouncing off the walls with new ideas and curiosity. Yeah, okay. So, quit thinking you know everything. Capricorns can be know-it-alls. So like with that Page of Swords, it's like have a sense of curiosity with what the world's about to bring your way. New points of view. There's a lot to be said about experience, but sometimes it can be limiting. Be open to new perspectives and get excited about planning for your future. I knew I needed to read that. Okay. So get excited about planning for your future with, I love when that happens. I love when spirits just like tell them what you told them and tell them again. So you are planting a new seed. It is coming in hot, coming in fast. There might be a message that spirit sends your way to just kind of affirm what exactly that is, but like be open to receiving that communication. Be open and stay curious. Don't think just because you have experience that you know everything, because you don't, right? You can think that nothing's going to change, nothing's going to happen, and then a cat jumps on the table and just changes everything. So from that, we're going to check in with this Fairy Blessings deck. If you're about fairies, cool. If you're not, well, you're about to be. And we're going to see what message the fairies have for you today. What blessings, Spirit, are coming pile threes way. I'm going to shuffle that one more time because I didn't like the way that shuffled. What blessings, thank you, are coming pile threes. Also, I will say that this was the most difficult pile to record. I started it once and then my phone died and then I had to like start over again, and then clearly you've seen the chaos that's happened during this. So like, just know I am working hard to deliver the news. All right. What and being dramatic while I'm doing it. Okay. What message, what blessing is coming to pile three? Oh, thank you. A blessing of a light touch. Nice. Oh, can you see this? There we go. Blessing of a light touch, number 42. So we will grab le book and give that read. So 42. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of that, I'll have it up for the next 3, 2, 1. Cool. All right. So the fairy gifts of charm, grace, and intuitive timing. This gift is from the Fae, who dance lightly upon the earth and who know how to speak the magical words that invite affinity and accord and banish misunderstandings. This gift is for you, a blessing, so you can now walk lightly, speak truly and simply, and yet know the exact time, the perfect way, without thinking any more on it. It will come. Light as a bee's wing, you will open your lips, and out will flow the way through what has once confounded you. Let the steps of your feet be light upon the earth. Let your touch be graceful and full of kindness. Let the words seep into the hardest of hearts and crack open the walls between you and others. This gift of the fairy is a true blessing, for it creates love and forgiveness. And with that, we can move on to the better parts of our lives, no longer so troubled by what once caused sadness. The relationships may not be rewoven, and the change may not be forever, but there will be no bitterness, for the thorns in the hearts will have been dissolved by the magic of the right words, the gentle touch, the light step you have been blessed with. Fairy blessings of knowing just what to do and say, dear friend. Yeah. I hope that helped a little. Yeah. Like I said, it seems that there's and I love that I put that over that Three of Swords, because it's like there's some emotional healing that needs to take place. So maybe when you're trying to consider like how, what, when, where, why, like give that another reading. So the last thing I will leave you with is this channeled message. So I did a message for each pile, and it's been really cool to see how they kind of tie in, because of course, I mean, you saw me draw cards, so I didn't know what was coming out there, but I did have a channeled message, which is cool. So, all right, getting on with it. So pile 3. Oh, I even said that. Okay. I'd give you a hug if I could. I know that it feels tough right now, but right now isn't forever. It's just right now. And soon enough, these feelings will fade. Sure, maybe uh not after one night or the next week or month even, but eventually they'll fade and you'll be so proud of yourself for not rolling over and giving up. This isn't wish I could read my own writing. This isn't. Oh, because I was being cheeky. Okay, this isn't New Moon from Twilight. If you're not just going to flip pages absent-mindedly as the months pass. Don't shut off. Sit with these feelings and feel them. Acknowledge the information it's giving to you, and find a way to be grateful for every experience, even the shitty ones, because they provide the saltiness to really appreciate the sweetness life brings. Okay. So there is that. Hope you like my Twilight reference. If you don't get it, watch New Moon. So thank you, pile 3. Whenever you're watching this reading, day or night, I hope you enjoy it. And the best thing that you can do to support me and my channel is to like, subscribe, comment, and share with friends. So I hope you, have a wonderful night. Take it easy. Bye.